This is not my first ever sub 40. This is like my second ever sub 40. I think I got the first one on a stream, just like how I got the first sub 50 on a stream. So I guess this is not my PB. I actually don't remember the time that I got on stream, but I think this one was really close. Like, I hardly got this sub 40, but I got it nonetheless. I mean, I don't know why, but I just get bad seeds when it comes to blacksmiths. Like, every village that I get doesn't have a blacksmith. And if it does, then the nether is just terrible. Also, the recording is a little laggy. I don't know the reason for that. But I think this is a really long run for the real time. Because I think I was AFK in this run. Yeah, I was AFK for a long time. So the RTA is probably 1 hour long or something like that. But the in-game time is less than 40. So I guess we will count that. Because what truly matters is the in-game time, not the real time. I mean, I'm kind of better at crafting now. I mean, I still use the trackpad to craft, so it's kind of slow. But I think I'm getting used to the trackpad now. Like, I have no problem attacking with E and placing blocks with Q. At first, it was really hard, but now it's kind of muscle memory. I also got 3 emeralds here, so I don't have to trade the wheat to get the emeralds for the barrel, for the fisherman. And I was just getting here, I was getting extra wood here, because you never know when the golem can push you off. I think it's probably smarter to set a respawn point, just in case you don't die to the golem, because then you are gonna spawn all the way back, and you will have to, I don't know, walk all the way back. I mean, I guess the run is dead at that point, but I still play the run, I don't know. I've played on some really bad speed, and I don't know why, but like, the villager that is the furthest away from the workstation will get the job. Like, it doesn't even make sense. And like, sometimes you lose a lot of time just trying to get the trade. Like right here. I think this took like a really long time up. I'm not sure. Like the villager in the back, like he's trying to get the job, but he's like stuck, and then like another one shows up. Like, why? Why is it that the villager that is furthest away from the workstation gets the job? It doesn't make any sense. I think it would be better if the villager that is closer gets the job. Like right now, there's like 5 villagers and none of them is getting the job. So I was like, let me just go grab some wheat while they are still trying to get the job. Because like it's completely RNG based. You can either get the villager to get the job really fast, or you cannot. You can either get the trades really fast, or you cannot. I think I lost a minute here just with the trading. And the villager is still trying to get the job. It's so weird. And I think I went AFK here maybe. Yeah, let me just skip this part. Okay, back to normal, I guess. So I got the bucket from the fisherman, and I was now off to try and get some lava. Now I could run on the surface to find lava, but like I have lost so many runs like that Like I would be running for 10 minutes straight and I wouldn't get the lava pool. So what I have found is that it's better to jump in a cave that like goes deep. So like this is not the type of cave I would go in. I went here because I mean I had no choice. There was no lava pool inside. But I would rather try to find like a ravine or something to go down in. A ravine with like a cave at the bottom. Like this cave was pretty deep. And I could tell just by looking at it. Also I didn't know how bad creepers were that like fall on top of you in ravines until I started speedrunning. Like I thought it was not that bad, like it was just a joke or something. But when I was playing yesterday, it was like there's like nothing you can do, right? They just jump off the top and you are just dead. Like it doesn't even take them a second to explode. And I think it also happened in a run, like a creeper fell from the top. I mean, the witches are so annoying, bro. They like give you poison and then you are just completely cooked. This could have ended badly if I didn't make that hole in the wall. I would have been pushed off by the skeleton, but I guess it all worked out at the end. I don't know what I was thinking here. Uh, okay, I guess I didn't block off the excess lava. Oh, just block off the lava. Okay. I mean, it's a big lava pool. I think this is like the same one that spawns on the surface. I also got the flint on the first try. I didn't realize that. I think that was pretty lucky, but I didn't use the luck. So I guess I didn't save the extra seconds. I mine for flint nonetheless. I think I'm getting better at making the portal. I don't know, it kind of feels like my speed has reached a limit that I cannot cross. Now I'm just trying to get the flint that I already have. And like here I was confused, like when did I get the flint? But I just went with it. So like it's whatever, bro, it happens sometimes. It happens to the best of us. I also forgot this block, so I guess that's another extra second I wasted. And like placing that water in the middle of the lava pool is, I think, kind of smart. I mean, what I used to do before was I would place it on the surface and it would like push me out. So it wouldn't be that useful. Now here, I spawned at a really bad place. Like there is no terrain to go to. There's only one way that you can go in, and even that doesn't lead to anything. I also got no blocks because I'm a speedrunner. Uh, Here I was trying to look for the bastion with the E-ray. I couldn't find a single bastion, which was probably because it hadn't loaded in. And then finally a bastion loaded in. I saw like 39, but like I wanted to find some other one because I didn't want to cross the lava. But just there were just none nearby, so I was like, okay, let's just go in this direction. And then I decided that I will cross the terrain by going to the side and then going up or something like that, because there was no way I was gonna cross the lava. I also like think that desert temple seeds are probably the best. They give you blocks, they give you a saddle, they give you a string, like you have everything. You can just get a strider, find the fortress and the bastion in like less than 1 minute, even if they are like 500 blocks out, 1,000 blocks out. Like I think desert temple seeds are really OP. And I think village seeds are probably the worst because like it just takes somewhat RNG to do the seed. And from village seed I mean seeds with no blacksmiths, because like blacksmiths are really overpowered, but I almost never get them. I don't know, I'm just unlucky. If I do get them, then the seed would be bad, like extremely bad. Like not a single bastion in 32 chunks. And I don't know if I actually picked a bastion here. It might have just been the Crimson Forest. I also decided to get an Ender Pearl here because I mean might as well. I'm not gonna cross the entire lava gap by bridging. I had no blocks. So I think that was somewhat smart. I was also confirming where the bastion is. And I guess I didn't see the spike the first time. But I did find it and it was a lava pool. Again. I decided to go to the side. Again. And I guess I will get lost again. I also saw the fortress. I don't know how I didn't see this fortress before. I also didn't see it while rewatching the gameplay. So I guess I'm just blind. I mean, like, I think without the fog mod, it's really hard to navigate the nether. You also can just get lost. There just has been so many runs in which I'll just get lost in the nether. And it would be like really bad. I also saw a ruined portal there, but I decided not to get the obsidian. I should have probably gotten the obsidian, I don't know. Anyways, I saw the bastion and I was like, what bastion is this? I looked at it and I thought it was stables. I don't remember which bastion it was. I'm also really bad at parkour, I'm now realizing. At some point I was good at parkour. But like I am not just worse now, probably because of the fact that I have to press Q to place blocks. Because like I think I cannot jump while placing blocks. Like if I have my space and like my control both pressed and I press Q, it just does nothing. Also this guy de-aggroed, the guy below de-aggroed, but these guys at the bottom didn't de-aggro, so I don't know how that works. Never mind, the other guy didn't de-aggro, only one guy did. I don't know why. Yeah, you can see all of them following me. But one of them de-aggroed. So I don't know how that works. I think there's supposed to be a 30-second cooldown, which just did happen. I am also really bad at routing, uh, what do you call this? Housing, yeah, this is a housing bastion. I'm really bad at routing housing bastions. I mean, I haven't learned any routes, but I know the default for like most bastions. But like for housing, it's really slow. It's like a really slow bastion. But you almost always get the obsidian you need in housing. And I just keep messing up the piglin hole. But then I finally remembered how to do it. I think I got like 3 piglins in the hole, which is really bad. You at least want to have 7, ideally. But I guess that is what it is. I mean, I'm also very slow at looting, so it doesn't really matter, like my crafting speed and all that. And I don't know why that is the case and how I can improve it. I also think I forgot how to actually loot this bastion. Like I'm just randomly digging for gold. I remember how to find the gold now, but I think that way is incorrect. I don't know why there was a gold block at the back. I don't think there's supposed to be one. At least I used to think there's not supposed to be one. I also forgot to add gravel. And then I remembered, oh wait, I have to add gravel. Because then it pushes the items up. And I accidentally used andesite. Which like looks very similar, right? They are both gray, it's not my fault. I mean, one would say that they are the same thing. I was also getting no string here, so I decided, you know what, let's just check the chest. I got lots of crying obsidian and obsidian. I mean, I got 3, but I think it's enough. I guess we will see how enough is. I also don't triangulate anymore. Like I would just go to the overworld, I would see the direction that the portal is in. I would travel 100 blocks in the nether and I will build my portal. worst case scenario, it was like in a 500 block radius, and because I traveled 100 blocks in another, it's now 200 blocks away, right? And best case scenario, it was 2000 blocks away, and I just cut 700 blocks in travel without wasting that much time. Because like if I try to triangulate, it takes me like a good 5 minutes just to figure out where the portal is. And like I break a lot of the eyes, so I just have to get the eyes again. I also think throwing the boots here was pretty good, I think. I mean, if this was me like a month before, I wouldn't have thrown the boots and I just would have panicked and hit him or something. But I no longer hit piglins because once you hit them, they just don't de-aggro. Like they will kill you no matter what. And it becomes so problematic when there's like 50 piglins. So you start giving them gold, but one of them is just attacking you, and you cannot kill that guy because he's in between the 50 piglins. And if you kill him, then all 50 of them will aggro. I mean, not all 50 of them will aggro, but like you can accidentally hit the other ones, right? I also think you should throw the gold from the back, but like there was so little gold, I didn't really care. And I think I went AFK here after sorting out my inventory, so I guess I will skip that part. I also got very little string, so I think it was very smart of me to get the beds. I now almost always get the beds when it's a village seed, because like I don't trust the RNG, right? It always screws me up. I also don't craft armor. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't think I need iron armor. I mean, at the end of the day, the dragon just either kills you or doesn't kill you. I don't know if the armor works against the dragon breath. I might have to test it out, because if it does, then I will probably wear armor. Because like the dragon breath is so annoying. It damages you a lot. Also, is the loot in the newer versions of the game better? Yeah, I think I went AFK here, so let me just skip this part. So I guess I was now looking for the fortress. I mean, I think going AFK in the middle of the run really makes it harder for you to play the game. I also have the codes for the fortress, so I think that really helped. I also thought I had the soul speed 3 boots. I didn't remember that I actually gave it to the piglin. I think I also have... Do I have two potions? I don't know, I'm just not drinking fire as I don't know the reason. Yeah, I did drink it away. I had 4, I could have drank it earlier, but it's whatever. Because like a lot of the times you are leaving the bastion and then you just fall into the lava and that's the end of the run. I think that happened to me like twice, but it's still pretty bad. I also accidentally threw the potion here, which like my bad. I mean, it happens a lot with pearls, like you accidentally pearl and you are just dead. And I think that's the most annoying part of a run, like the annoying gameplay aspect of ender pearls. Like you accidentally throw the pearl and you are dead. But I think I was doing pretty good here. I also wasted a lot of time here trying to knock these guys off. I don't know why. Like I can outrun them pretty easily, but like the weather is really bad. And I only have bread as my food source. But I think I was confusing it with the wither. I think the wither from the wither does more damage than the wither from the wither skeletons. What am I even saying? I mean, you understand what I'm saying, right? Like the wither effect from the wither, the boss, does more damage than the wither effect from the wither skeletons, right? I also could have mined out of the fortress earlier. I don't know why I went in this direction, because like I know that uh, the blaze spawners don't spawn in areas where the top of the fortress is covered. They spawn in like the open areas. And I know they spawn closer to like this gate, I would say. I don't know what it's called, but like the spawners are almost always near the gate. I also think I got the advancement a little late. I don't know, could just be lag, right? But I paused the game, so I don't know. I already knew you could get the advancement while your game was paused. So I guess that's something new I learned. I also could have exploded the spawner to make it faster, but like it's already hard to deal with. I think it's partially because I click with E, like attack with E, so it becomes harder to time my X. Like my X timings are really bad. I'm good at X PvP, so I don't know. I guess the players are just worse than blazes. Well, I decided to explode it anyways. I mean, it kind of got slower. Like at first they were spawning really fast, but then it kind of slowed down. I don't know why. Okay, I hope I don't blow up this spawn. I mean, yeah, the trick is to place a brick. If you forget to place the brick, then you will explode the spawner. Like if you place netherrack or wood or something like that, the spawner will break. It has to be a stone. I also forgot to drink fire rest. This could have ended really badly. I could have just insta died, which is crazy, but like blazes do a lot of damage without fire resistance. I mean, even with fire resistance, they got hands, bro. They like start punching you. I also don't have much flux, so I couldn't actually close it off. I don't know if the light makes the spawner. Yeah, the light definitely makes the spawner lower. So I was trying to get rid of the fire, but I guess that means that blazes can stop blaze spawners. I think they should change it. Like the blaze spawners should still function even with light around them. Because like theoretically, if you are fighting a blaze spawner and you are new to Minecraft, the blazes will just block the spawner and then you have no blazes. And I mean theoretically, if you are not getting rid of the fire, or if you don't know how to get rid of the fire, the entire fortress can be covered in. No, it cannot. Yeah, my bad. I forgot that the fire doesn't work like netherrack on every single thing. Like I thought that the fire would last forever, and I was thinking in my head that you can make the entire nether mob proof by setting it on fire, but that's not really the case. But like how much light level does it has to be to uh, spawn mobs? Isn't like the nether really bright, or is it just because I have my brightness set to 500%? I'm not sure. Here I was trying to get to blind quartz or try to find two extra obsidian. I mean, I was trying to find two extra obsidian here, but I should have probably just went to blind quartz. I was really close to like 220, 220 I think, but I decided to, find two more obsidian so it would be easier for me to nether travel. Now I think this was a really bad play. I thought I was being smart, but I was just being stupid. I couldn't even find the place that spawns with the chest. It's like chests can only spawn in areas where the top is covered. And then I was like, let me just go to the course that I have to go to. And like, I'm really bad at following course. I just kind of disconnect from what is happening. And I was like, okay, let me just go to 150 minus 150. And I just went in that direction. But like at first I was trying to make my portal at 220, right? Like at 220 I was trying to make my portal. And then I saw this pathway down there and I was like, why am I navigating on the top when I can just go down here? And here you can see I forgot that I have to go to the other 150 courts and I decided to go in this direction. And then I was like, wait, I have to go 150 in the other direction. And I start running back again. I think this is pretty stupid of me. I also tried to head hit. I only did it like twice. And I think the time that I saved got wasted when I failed one. So it doesn't really matter. Good thing I didn't forget the fire port here. And I'm also back at the beginning. Like I'm just back here. This is where I started. And I don't know, it's kind of stupid. I walked all the way to there. And I think this is where I started looking for the chest for the obsidian when I was only 20 blocks away from my forts. And now I would just waste some more time looking around the fortress trying to find the obsidian, which I think is a big waste of time. Like I don't know the chances of it spawning, of obsidian spawning in these chests. I'm also 20 blocks off from the blind quartz, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. Also, I can also middle click now by using tab, so I guess that's better. Also, the skeleton was really helpful, I think. He pushed me off just in time for me to light the portal. Now I don't know how further away the portal, the end portal was. I guess I'll just skip this part because it's really boring. Damn, this took me a while to get to. But I got to the stronghold nonetheless. Now I don't remember how the stronghold was. I think this is one of the easy ones. So the rule to find a portal room is always to go down on the straight stairs. Less on the curly ones, but more on the straight stairs. And to check 7 rooms from the starter staircase. So the first thing you should do is find the starter staircase. And I'm kind of being stupid here because like I don't know how many rooms in I am. I think I'm more than 7 rooms in. Like I'm way too deep in this direction, and there is just less than a 1% chance for the portal room to be there. I think there's a 0% chance for the portal room to be there because it's like within 7 blocks, and this is definitely more than 7 blocks because I haven't been to the staircase yet. I also don't know what went wrong with my triangulation. I think my eye of ender went up and I thought I was at the portal room and I just dig down. Because if I had dug down at the right chunk, I would have been at the starter staircase. I also don't know why I was going even deeper. I think this was a mistake on my part. Because I still don't know where the starter staircase is. Because little do I know I could already be 7 rooms in. So every room that I'm checking has 0% chance of spawning with the stronghold. Because the deeper you go, the less are the chances. So what you want to do is you want to be within 7 blocks of the starter staircase. I think this was the starter staircase. Oh yeah, I dug down on the starter staircase. Oh, I remember this room. This is the one with the secret room because if like the wall isn't blocked off with stone, stone, what stone bricks. If the wall isn't blocked off with stone bricks, then there's always a secret room. And here there were straight stairs, there was lights, so I decided to go down, and I found the portal room. And that's the rule you should always follow. You go downstairs. No, you first find the starter staircase. You go down in one direction. 5 rooms if you want to be risky. 7 if you want to be sure, and then you go in other direction from the starter staircase. And doing this, you will almost always find the portal room within 5 minutes. I think it took me like 4, which wasn't really fast. Like, you should be finding it in less than 30 seconds by using the pyre or whatever. But the pyre isn't that reliable sometimes. I think the end fight was really slow. It took like 4 minutes. I think I failed a perch. Yeah, I definitely failed a perch. I don't know how it will take so long. I also had like 8 beds, which is pretty bad for me because I normally kill the dragon with 9 or 10. Like, I have failed runs with 12 beds. I also kind of lost the crafting table here. I decided not to get it because like the dragon breath does a ton of damage. And because it like does continuous damage instead of like a one hit damage, it's like really dangerous. Like, it doesn't look as dangerous, but it is pretty dangerous. It's like walking out of the world border. I don't think that damage increases. I was also not ready here for a perch. Good thing I was not ready because this is a diagonal dragon, right? These ones are really hard to kill. I didn't realize that this was a diagonal dragon, but because it was a diagonal dragon, that is the reason why I didn't get the perch, because I was expecting him to go further out and then charge at me and then perch. But since I was like busy sorting my inventory, I didn't see him. But I would have seen him perch. So I guess at the end of the day, that was pretty lucky. I also decided to charge the crossbow here. I've seen a lot of speedrunners uh, fail the cycle and then kill the dragon by destroying one of the crystals. So I think that's pretty smart. Not only destroying the crystal, but also Xing the dragon. So you wanna destroy the crystal and then simultaneously X the dragon. And you can do a ton of damage. Like, you can get 1/3 of the health that way. You see that perch? I was waiting to see which direction he will land in. It doesn't work if I also think I made the Enderman angry, so I was praying that the Enderman walks into the explosion, which he did, and I killed the dragon. I think overall this was a pretty good and fight, except I missed the perch. I also didn't know you could shoot the dragon to get the advancement. I guess I learned something new, and I guess that's it. The sub 40 speedrun. I also made the screen smaller and tried to make a portal with, I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Anyways, that's it. Goodbye.